Hey everybody, welcome to the Ivy's Grove, and I'm Kelly, and today I am doing a tried witch tag by Mnomquah, and Mnomquah is, or Mnomquah, I believe it's Mnomquah, if I heard it correctly. Watched her channel and watched this, I've watched other people's tag and how they're pronouncing it, so I was hearing Mnomquah. So this is the trad witch tag, and there's like another way of getting to know a witch. And I've been having fun doing these tags with the neo-pagan tag, then and now tag, and now this one. So I think this is going to be my last tag for a while because I've put my content to one side to do these tags. So this is going to be my last one. And this is the one I really wanted to do. So, number one, what kind of craft do you practice? Folk magic, traditional witchcraft, Wicca, modern witchcraft, ceremonial magic, occultism, eclectic. I still have a Wicca base with a teeny bit of Wicca has some ceremonial to it, so if there is some ceremonial, I still like cast a circle of some kind. And I am looking into, I have a couple books on folk magic as well as a couple books of traditional witchcraft. So that's going to be incorporating soon into my craft. And I've been doing Celtic deities, like the Celtic craft, for quite some time. I also do the Celtic trees as well into it. So I guess you can call me eclectic in a sense of I don't work with different types of deities in different countries. I don't do that. It's the eclectic as in my main is Celtic and with some other stuff mixed in. So number two, what paradigm, faith, or philosophy informs your craft? I.e. spirit model, animism, neoplatonism, psychological approach. Psychological approach I do not do. I would say it's more spirit because I work with my guides. I work with deity. I work with energies. I work with energy of the plants. Not so much a hedge witch. Not really a green witch or a kitchen witch. But I do work with some unique herbs that I like to beat my own drum on. I mean, I love the cloves. I love the mint. But I also like borash. I like, what's the other one? Sandalwood. I like pine kind of deal. Get a little taste of it. Number three, what cultures is your practice rooted in? Mostly the Celtic. Back in the 90s, early 90s, Celtic and Egyptian and Greek seem to be like the top three. If you were sticking with one, if you want like eclectic, you want mixing up the different deities, it was either that or you focus on. And the three were like Celtic in general, Egyptian, and some Greek. So, so I'm mostly rooted the culture because my ancestors came from Irish, Scottish, Ireland, Scotland, and Welsh, and I believe English, and I have French in me. So that's that. 4, how long have you been practicing and how did it all started? It started with a neighbor of mine who befriended a woman. She did his chart my parents would always hang out with him and his wife. You know, we would go up to their house, and me and my brother were watching a movie, and they would hang out and have a few drinks, what have you. And he was telling my mom and about this person he um can't I forgot how exactly he met her, um but her and her girlfriend, um I don't know if I believe I think her girlfriend did some practicing of something, but the other woman did birth charts. So he was telling my mom, like, yeah, get, she's on the money. He goes, she'll do it for free. So my mom wrote down her birth date, wrote down mine, wrote down my brother, who's young, kind of a little young to remember. And the following Friday, we read it, and then later on, her and her girlfriend came over and was just listening in, and she was planning on opening up a witch metaphysical store in Worcester, Massachusetts. And so that's that's how it started. I think I went there like the first week that it opened, picked up silver ravenwolves to ride a silver ravenwolves to ride a silver broomstick. Later, I picked up Basic Candle Magic by Raymond Buckland, a little small book of Celtic Magic by DJ Conway. I do not have the How to Ride a Silver Broomstick, but I still have her Cauldron Magic one. I still have DJ Conway's little book. It was signed by the author herself. I'm not getting rid of it. And I I do have Raymond Buckland's Advanced Candle Magic, and I think I still have his basic somewhere. And the other one I still have that is shown is the Embracing the Moon. That was the other one I picked up a couple weeks later. I was 17, freshman year, 93. So it had to be fall of 93. So yeah, so we're looking at 29 years because I'm 46. And yes, I think you heard that right. Yeah, I was 17. I was a freshman in high school. That's another story. And no, I did not quit school. Just saying. And that's how it all started. Number 5, what books or resources have you first started with? Would you recommend them? Well, I just shared it to you with number 4. Would I recommend them? Yes, because due to the fact of if it wasn't for them, Scott Cunningham, Raymond Buckland, all that, we wouldn't be having other authors like Thorne Mooney. We would not be having Jason Mackey. Andrea, I have one of our books, excuse me. Andrea, what the heck's her name? I'm so sorry. Oh, she's way here. Andrea Taylor. We wouldn't be having her. We would not be having Matt Alwyn. Just saying. So that's what I say to that one. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. How has your practice changed over the years? Woo! 29 years. Yeah, that's a long time. Some of you who subscribe to my channel kind of know the story. The people who are just getting to know me with this tag. I have lived in 7 different states. 90% of those states is because my husband was in the Army for 20 years, so we've been married for 20 years. He got out, he retired in April of this year. Our anniversary was August. this year. So all total, we lived in seven different states, including my home state, and we actually lived in my husband's home state. And then he joined the army. Between having kids and bouncing with different energies of the state, it did change. You know, certain things that worked in one state wasn't going to work for another one. But then if I moved to a different state, what used to work like before that last state we moved out of will work with that state. Certain things that I work with in the last state wouldn't work with the state I was living in there. And then there was certain things that worked when I was living in Massachusetts, worked when I was living in Washington State, but didn't work in Colorado. So it's kind of interesting. Do not ask me. Don't ask me how it really. When you're an army wife for 20 years, things kind of a bit blur because you're just kind of chugging along a little bit. So yeah. Now there's gonna be some things I'm gonna be adding on that I'm not gonna share so much, but but I'm still gonna be doing the Celtic and with a little bit of Wicca, and there's gonna be some different additions to it, but it's gonna complement the rest, I think. I believe, because it's my path. What books or resources have you first started with? Would you recommend them? No, I already did that one. Oops. Number 7. What does your daily regular practice look like? What do you do on a regular basis? I light a candle. I either light two tea light candles for a certain goddess and a god every third day to maybe only twice a week. But on average, like I will light just a candle for the fire element to help me charge every day, almost every day. So it's like that's my only daily practice. It's like if you want to call it that, really in a nutshell, it's like it's not like daily practice. I'm gonna go to my altar every morning. No, not really. So, but the other daily practice that I do is I work with a lot of times with the moon phases. So, yeah. Number 8, are there aspects of your craft you keep secret? Is secrecy important in your witchcraft? Yeah. You don't want to tell somebody what the frick you're doing. Like, especially people, even people within their community. Like, it's okay to share if you really trust that person. Like, it takes a lot of trust to tell them what you did or what you're going to do. That takes a lot of trust. And but at the end of the day, you want that secrecy so that whatever you're giving out to the universe, when it comes back, there's no interference. So there are some nasty people out there. So that's that on that one. Is secrecy important? Yes. Number 9. What are some of your favorite tools that you use regularly? I think this tool has been. I think this tool has been a miss for a while. You don't have to be Wicca to have this. Colin, this is like the best fire safety tool that you would ever freaking have in your practice. There you go. What books or resources you recommend to novices interested in your kind of craft? Psychic Witch. Welsh Witchcraft. Crooked Path. Planetary Spells and Rituals, Practicing Dark and Light Magic in Line with the Cosmic Bodies by Raven Digitals. This is a great beginner's book for planetary magic before you go to the other ones. A little bit, before you go to the advanced ones. The Path of the Elements of Witchcraft. Let's see. Embracing the Moon by Yasmin Gilliland. See. The Witch's Mirror. And then my last two is by the same author. Astria Taylor is the author. Air Magic. Intuitive Witchcraft. Or the other elementals as well. Definitely shout out to them as well. And that is my 10 trad witch tag. I hope you enjoy my answers. I've been enjoying watching others take on this. I'm finishing up the 10 mass market tag. I'm almost done, but I'm going to be, after that, I'm going to be watching more of the witch tag. And I will be sharing with you guys what my favorites were. But I will say this about this, I will probably enjoy all of it. But I will share my favorites from creators. So until next time, guys, don't get lost in the grove. Getting out of here. I will talk to you guys soon. Love ya. Blessings.